and the police report receipt, all in one package. I have one requirement. Make her leave with nothing and recover all transferred assets. Understood. The next day, I still didn't go home. Every inch of air in that house made me sick. Wade's efficiency was astonishing. At 3 p.m., he showed up at my front door carrying a briefcase. My mother-in-law answered. Her face still bore traces of exhaustion and anger. Kingsley and my father-in-law were also in the living room. The family probably thought I'd sent a lawyer to negotiate or settle. When my mother-in-law saw Wade, she tried to assert her authority as an elder. Are you Bradley's lawyer? Why doesn't he dare come himself? Tell him to come talk to us. Wade adjusted his gold-rimmed glasses and smiled politely, but distantly. Hello. Bradley doesn't want to see Kingsley right now. He walked straight into the living room and placed a document on the coffee table. Bradley has retained me to handle his divorce from Kingsley. This is the divorce agreement. Please review it. Divorce! Kingsley shrieked, rushing over to grab the papers. When she saw the bolded words, Party B voluntarily relinquishes all marital property division and leaves with nothing, she threw the agreement on the floor. Why? What gives Bradley the right? The house was bought after marriage. He started his company after marriage. Why don't I get anything? Wade bent down to pick up the agreement, dusted off non-existent dirt, and spoke in a tone as calm as reading legal statutes. According to Article 47 of marriage law, if during divorce one party hides, transfers, sells, or damages marital property, or fabricates debts to encroach on the other party's property, that party may receive less or nothing when dividing marital assets. He paused and looked at the pale-faced Kingsley. Ms. Kingsley, you privately transferred $200,000 to Mr. Howard. We have complete bank statements and surveillance footage as evidence, sufficient to prove your conduct to the court. He added another line. This was the real killing blow. Additionally, regarding Ms. Kingsley harboring Howard and suspected joint embezzlement of company assets, Mr. Bradley reserves the right to pursue criminal charges. The 4 words criminal charges pressed down on Kingsley's family like 4 mountains, suffocating them. My mother-in-law finally couldn't hold on. She tried playing the emotional card, her voice softening. Bradley, counselor, please tell Bradley that Kingsley just made a foolish mistake. They were husband and wife. He can't be so heartless. Wade maintained his professional smile and delivered a devastating line. Mr. Bradley asked me to convey a message. He said he gave you a chance. When he asked if your mother was in the guest bedroom, knowing full well his mother-in-law was on a world tour. This light, casual statement left Kingsley completely stunned. The color drained completely from her face. She swayed and collapsed onto the sofa. So from the moment I turned into the study, it was already over. When my father-in-law called, I was in my office reviewing project reports. His tone was no longer the anger from the police station, but a condescending firmness. Bradley, come home tonight. Let's sit down as a family and talk this through properly. Don't bring the lawyer. This is a family matter. I agreed and gladly accepted the invitation. But I brought Wade, and I brought a projector. At my father-in-law's house, all the lights were on. My relatives, their relatives. The living room was packed full. This setup looked like a family trial. As soon as I walked in, Kingsley rushed over, crying pitifully, her makeup smeared. Bradley, I was wrong. Please forgive me this once, okay? Let's not get divorced. I sidestepped her. She stumbled and fell to the floor, crying even harder. One of her relatives, Margaret, said condescendingly, Bradley, look at you, treating Kingsley like this. Men need to be broad-minded. Who hasn't made mistakes? You should be forgiving when you can. Besides, Kingsley only fed